In your own words, how would you describe 1968?
In my own words, was for me would have probably just been fun. I mean, no worries or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of carefree. Um, One thing I had to do though, because we had moved out of the neighborhood that we were living in, I was catching the bus back to my junior high school so that I could finish there because I had one more year to go in that particular school. Moved out of the neighborhood, moved to a different neighborhood, the Capitol Hill neighborhood, because that's where we weren't there at first. But catching the bus to school, catching the bus home, and we're talking about the city bus.
Mm-hmm.
We're not talking about a school bus, So it was, doing that. Not really being afraid, so to speak. I don't recall having any outstanding fears of anything. You mind your business, get on the bus, go to school, get your lesson, come back home.
Do your homework.
It was kind of carefree, happy-go-lucky type of 14-year-old.
Okay. Were you into the fashion at that time, and can you describe what were people wearing in 1968?
No, wasn't into any fashion. No, but what I did begin to do, because jeans, denims became popular, and so it was so easy to just throw on a pair of jeans and some type of blouse with that was a lot of jean wearing. One of the things that I remember in my 9th grade year in junior high school, because my junior high school, our uniform was to wear a blouse and a skirt and stockings. We had to dress up for school, like a Catholic type of thing, but it wasn't a Catholic school, it was a public school.
Mm-hmm.
And so the girls, anyway, began to want to wear pants every now and then, and we were blocked from doing that, so we did a bit of a protest. One of the things that I participated in was wearing my jeans without my parents knowing it to school and walking around with the jeans on. And then when it looked like we were going to get in trouble, we all went in the restroom and changed our clothes. So we did a bit of a protest, but all of that was left behind by the time we got to 10th grade. We could wear anything we wanted, but in junior high school, we had a dress code, and it was a shirt, skirt, stocking.
If you were 18 years old in 1968, would you have voted for Robert F. Kennedy for president if he wasn't assassinated?
Yeah, I would say, yeah. At 18, being the awareness that I had at 18 is much different from 14. And so then, being able to vote for him and things of that nature, yeah, I would have.
Did you hear anything about like Apollo 7 being launched into space or anything about like new technology?
Okay, well, yeah, you would hear about the space program, because the space program, even though it wasn't in D.C., like I said, D.C. is a government city, and NASA is a government agency, so you would hear the news about all of the spacecraft that were taken off at any time that they did. So yeah, Apollo 7 was that was something that was in my ears at the time. Not that I caught it on the news or anything like that, probably just from being in school. But yeah, I knew about the space program.
Did you have a celebrity crush? And if you did, who was it?
14 celebrity crush. Oh. What did I like on? Well, it doesn't have to be a television celebrity, right? It could be a music
Yeah, it could be anybody, just a celebrity.
celebrity. Um, well, I think, what year did the Jackson 5 come out? See, that's what I don't know years. Now to,
70s?
okay, see, they were 70s. We're still talking about 68.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can look it up.
Like, did you like any of the guys in the Temptations?
Not to have a crush on them. Oh, I know one group that I did like. Well, still wasn't like a. Could I say that was a crush?
Oh, the Jacksons were 1964 to 1990.
Okay, so yeah, it would have been the Jackson 5, and it wasn't Michael Jackson. I liked Jermaine because his voice was really nice. I liked Jermaine Jackson. His voice was smoother than Michael's. That's because he was older or whatever. That was the person.
Did you like Nixon as president?
I didn't care. It was just, I didn't like, it's terrible. It's terrible to say this, but I just think he was a weird looking man. He didn't look like, okay, he just coming out of John F. Kennedy and Lyndon Baines Johnson, coming through those presidents, and he, with his thick eyebrows and stuff, and his nose slooping, he always did look kind of strange to me. So, unfortunately, there was a bit of profiling. I was profiling Nixon. So, I just didn't like the way he looked.
Did you go see the Romeo and Juliet movie when it came out in 1968?
I saw, what version was that? Because
That was the old version, the good one, without Leonardo DiCaprio and the weird chick.
No, because I went with my school and saw a version with a girl named, I remember her name just as good, the girl that starred in it, Olivia Hussey.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, I enjoyed that movie.
Yeah.
That, I went to see Romeo and Juliet. Our school took us.
Oh,
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
We see it at school in the classroom.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I just remember that.
That's the thing.
That stuck with me.
Would you change anything about 1968?
No, I wasn't traumatized or had any type of hard luck or anything. I can't think of anything that would be different for me. Even moving out of the neighborhood that I lived into my new neighborhood wasn't a traumatic change or anything. So no, everything was pretty. I was pretty sheltered, pretty much just in my own world. The world outside of me wasn't affecting me too much.
How did people react when they heard that Martin Luther King was assassinated?
Well, that part was vivid in my mind because we didn't live far from the stores that people rioted and burned down. That was a block away from my neighborhood. So people were running up and down my street with things and, the looting and all of that kind of stuff. And you could see the fires of the stores that were burning. Just thinking about that's a vivid memory. And that's what people did. They reacted to his death with, and I can remember them saying the man stood for peace, and they reacted to his death with violence and, tearing stuff up. I remember, people trying to say we're black business, don't, come here, we're black owned. I remember getting out